Your host, Joshua Church.
Hey, everybody. So, we are finally done. No more birds, no more lords a leaping, no more, days of Christmas, no more like gifts random, no more me having to sit here and record these. I'm finally done. Life can move on. This is the end of the 12 Days of Christmas holiday special here on the Movie Dogs channel and Quick Bites. I'm Josh Church, owner of River Monster Comics, and I'm going to finish this thing off. So, what is my last, video? What's the last one? What's how does it end? Well, I want to talk about my favorite Christmas movie of all time. Now, when it comes to goated Christmas movies, it's very hard to choose things because here's the thing. It also depends on you and your life, where you are in your life, how old you are, what you've gone through. And I feel like if you had asked me what my favorite Christmas movie was when I was a kid, it probably would have been Home Alone. If you asked me when I was in my 20s and early 30s, I probably would have said Christmas Vacation. But for me, currently in my life, where I am, in my mid-40s, cresting into older age, I like the schmaltzy, sweet, warm feelings and sad feelings of It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life is my all-time favorite Christmas movie. And here's the thing. I hadn't watched that movie until 3 years ago. It was a Christmas movie that you saw within other Christmas movies. You'd watch Christmas movie and you'd see him, there's George Bailey running and you'd hear, Merry Christmas, movie house and all that kind of stuff. Or, every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. And you'd hear that in another movie and you go, oh, that's from It's a Wonderful Life. So I never watched it. I had never given it time or day. It was a black and white movie. And I'm sorry, but sometimes people get a little like weird about black and white movies that are that old. They just immediately go, it's going to be long-winded. It's going to be, everybody's going to talk like this, see? And it's going to be like that, right? You're not going to like it. You're going to immediately go, this isn't for me. But It's a Wonderful Life, when I did cue it up, I started to give it a watch. Number one, I was taken aback by, oh man, okay, so this is a movie about your life and class and all the struggle you go through, trying to be a good person, putting your dreams on hold to help others, all this stuff that Christmas is about. And of course it has the trope with, I'm going to kill myself. And then the angel comes and goes, I'm going to show your life if you weren't in it. And they've done it so many times in shows. They've done, episodes on 70s Show and all kind of other shows, doing that trope, right? But this one's the OG. This one's the one that does it right. They take you on that journey and they show you George's life. And they show you all the times where he put others before himself. And how he just wants to live his life. He wants to get out of the town. He wants to, have big dreams. And he's just trying so hard, but every time somebody needs him. And he steps up, like a hero and just does it. And I think it's beautiful because it for people like that, people who are kind, people who are givers, people who do put their life on hold for other people and try to help. If you've been that in your life, you know how exhausting that can be and how much that wears on you. And it helps you, makes you happy, but it also wears down on you after a while. And if you get to that breaking point where you've done this for so long and you've put yourself in a corner and now you're up against it, now what do? And he decides, I'm going to kill myself so that my family has some money for my life insurance, that they can be okay. I can take care of people one last time, right? And of course, like, he's shown his life if he would have never existed, and all the things that he had done to help people, and how the world would be if he hadn't done that. And for me, it shows how impactful your life is. And especially if you live for good, if you live for being kind, if you try to help people and you try to do the best you can as a person, like, all the time, which I do try, and I do hope that you try, because it has an impact. There's ripples in the water that hit other things and make bigger ripples. Like, you should be kind and gracious, and you should, help people, and you should try to make people's lives better. And we shouldn't be one, all for one. We should be one for all. We should try to help everyone. And it just shows how impactful your life is to other people if you've helped, and by the time I get to the end of that movie, where he finally he knows what he wants in life, he's happy to have his wife and children, he's happy to have his life, even with the flaws, and he runs home to see them, knowing he's going to get arrested, doesn't care, going home just to see them, going, whatever, they're going to arrest me, I don't care. And then all the community that he's helped comes together, pools the money to help him out and get him back to where he needs to be. And it's beautiful. And it brings me to tears every time I watch it. Like, every time I watch it, I'm a bubbling mess because of how meaningful that is. Especially in times where things are hard, and years where, maybe it was a hard year, maybe seasonal depression got you a little bit. Maybe you're missing out and you're thinking about, why you don't have family relations that other people have, or you don't have what other people have in their life, or you think, I'm so nice, everybody runs all over me, there's no point. Movies like this are movies that bring you back. They're movies that make you, like, feel good for a second and go, okay, I can keep fighting. And to me, it's the greatest Christmas movie of all time. I know it wasn't well received when it came out. It took years for it to become a classic. But to me, it is the Christmas movie. It is the movie that everyone should have on their watch list. And if you're a person who doesn't watch it because it's old, trust me, give it a shot. It's the best Christmas movie of all time, bar none, period. I will take no other answers. Christmas Vacation is great, and it's definitely my second favorite just for the lulz. But, yeah. I mean, It's a Wonderful Life is the best Christmas movie, period. So, yeah, that's all I got. I appreciate every single one of you who watches these, listens to these. I know it's a little bit different because you're watching an audio thing and you're just having a backdrop. But the fact that anybody listens to it, that anybody cares enough to hear my opinions on anything, I really very much appreciate that. And I appreciate Billy for having the show and for inviting me in the first place to come and do these little rants and reviews. I appreciate it all. I'm nobody. I'm just a guy. And so it's fun to be able to do something, and to have people listen, and, not everybody gets to do that. So I appreciate you. So have a great Christmas. Spend it well, treat people well, and be this way all year. Like, be nice all year. Be good to people all the time. Even people who are different than you, even people who believe different than you. Like, try to be the kindness in this world that they like to bridge those gaps. Because nowadays, everybody wants everybody to hate each other, to despise each other, to see each other as the enemy. Like, change that. Listen to them. Talk to them. Try to come at things from a point of compassion. Fight for the things that matter to you, for sure. But try to be good, as much as you can all the time. Because if everybody did that, if everybody was kind and good and compassionate, listened, and tried to talk, this world would be so much better. There wouldn't be people killing each other. There wouldn't be people taking advantage of other. Things would be better. And I know we have like corporate overlords that ruin everything. We've got billionaires that ruin everything. We've got politicians that get bought out and ruin everything. But that sucks, yes. But we, the little people, the regular people, we can make it better for each other. And we should. That's the spirit of Christmas. That's what it means. Carry that with you all year, 365 days, all the time. That would be my recommendation. But I'm just a guy. So enjoy your families. Spend time for Christmas. Eat cookies. Eat pie. Get fat. Drink drinks. Hug each other. Love each other. High five each other. And I will see you next year here on the Movie Dogs channel and Quick Bites. Thank you very much. Stop by my shop. Say hi. I'm in Dunnellon, Florida. Happy to keep doing this. Happy to talk to you there. Appreciate you all. Merry Christmas.
Hey, like and subscribe. Be sure to check out more of the content on the Movie Dogs channel. All the reviews and cool remarks and cool guests like me, Josh Church, the owner of River Monster Comics. We are in Dunnellon, Florida, so if you're ever in the area, come by and check out the shop. Get some cool nerd stuff, comics, pops, toys, whatever. And swing by and just have some cool conversations about movies and all things pop culture. We appreciate you. See you soon.